Thanks for watching. This is a US 1-cent coin, a classic design with historical value. Let me know your guess. The 1962 1-cent United States of America coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent, is an important and interesting coin in U.S. numismatic history. This coin was produced during a period of economic growth and stability in the United States, just before major changes occurred in American coin composition later in the 20th century. The 1962 penny is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which began in 1959 and continued until 2008. Although it is a common coin, it holds historical, cultural, and collectible value, especially for coin collectors and history enthusiasts. The obverse front side of the 1962 1-cent coin features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design was originally created by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln's profile faces right, symbolizing leadership and integrity. Above his head appears the word, liberty, while the phrase, "In God We Trust," is inscribed along the top edge. The year 1962 is clearly displayed to the right of Lincoln's portrait. This design had already become one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history by the time the 1962 cent was minted. The reverse back side of the coin shows the famous Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 and created by Frank Gasparro, who later became the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. The Lincoln Memorial design was special because, for the first time in U.S. coinage history, the same person appeared on both sides of a circulating coin. Abraham Lincoln is shown seated inside the memorial, visible between the columns if viewed closely. Above the memorial is the phrase, United States of America, and below it is the denomination, 1 cent. The Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, is inscribed above the memorial, symbolizing unity. The composition of the 1962 1-cent coin is especially important to collectors. It is made of 95% copper, with the remaining 5% consisting of tin and zinc. This high copper content gives the coin its rich reddish-brown color when new. Coins from this era are often referred to as copper pennies, and many collectors prefer them over modern zinc-based cents. The coin weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, which was the standard size for U.S. pennies at that time. The 1962 Lincoln cent was minted in very large numbers, making it a common coin in circulation. It was produced at 2 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mint Mark. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 2.7 billion coins, while the Denver Mint produced more than 3.2 billion coins. Because of these high mintages, the 1962 penny is not considered rare. However, condition plays a major role in determining value, and well-preserved examples are still sought after by collectors. In terms of historical context, the year 1962 was a significant time in American history. The United States was deeply involved in the Cold War, and this was the same year as the Cuban Missile Crisis, one of the most tense moments between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. Despite global tensions, the U.S. economy was relatively strong, and everyday coins like the 1962 penny were used widely in daily life. This coin represents a snapshot of American society during the early 1960s. For coin collectors, the 1962 1 cent is often collected as part of a Lincoln Memorial Cent collection or a complete Lincoln cent set. While circulated examples usually have little monetary value beyond face value, uncirculated coins or coins graded by professional grading services can be worth more. Coins with full original luster, sharp details, and minimal marks are especially desirable. Rare mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette errors, can significantly increase the coin's value. The value of a 1962 penny depends largely on its condition. A heavily circulated coin may be worth only 1 or 2 cents, while a bright red, uncirculated example can be worth several dollars. Coins graded MS65 red or higher can command higher prices among collectors. Error coins, though rare, can be worth much more depending on the type and severity of the error. In conclusion, the 1962 1-cent United States of America coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but it carries meaningful historical and collectible significance. It reflects American craftsmanship, national values, and the economic conditions of its time. With its classic Lincoln portrait, copper composition, and connection to a pivotal era in U.S. history, the 1962 penny remains a popular and respected coin among collectors around the world. Whether kept as a historical souvenir or added to a coin collection, this 1-cent coin continues to tell the story of the 1962 1-cent United States of America coin represents a mature stage in the long evolution of the American penny. By 1962, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for more than 50 years, making it one of the most trusted and familiar coins in American daily life. This coin reflects a time when the U.S. Mint focused on mass production, durability, and national identity rather than frequent design changes. The 1962 penny was not made to commemorate a single event, but instead to serve as a reliable symbol of stability during a changing world. One of the most important historical aspects of the 1962 1-cent coin is that it belongs to the final era of true copper pennies. During the early 1960s, copper prices were rising, and the U.S. government was already concerned about the cost of producing coins. Although the composition change did not occur until 1982, the 1962 penny stands as part of the generation of coins that were eventually affected by these economic pressures. Today, collectors see this coin as a reminder of a time when U.S. coins were made from valuable, long-lasting metals. The Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse also carries deep historical meaning. Introduced just 3 years earlier in 1959, this design replaced the long-running Wheatears design, marking a shift from agricultural symbolism to national monuments. The Lincoln Memorial was chosen to emphasize democracy, freedom, and unity, values strongly promoted by the United States during the Cold War era. In 1962, these messages were especially important as the U.S. positioned itself as a global leader. Another unique historical point of the 1962 penny is its role in everyday American life. This coin was commonly used for newspapers, public transportation, candy, and postage. In many American households, pennies were saved in jars or piggy banks, teaching children the value of saving money. The 1962 penny became part of childhood memories for millions of Americans, giving it strong cultural significance beyond its monetary value. From a production history perspective, the 1962 penny demonstrates the industrial strength of the U.S. Mint. Billions of coins were struck with consistent quality, showing advanced minting technology for that time. The Philadelphia and Denver mints worked at full capacity to meet the demands of a growing population and expanding economy. The smooth edges, balanced strike, and long-lasting copper alloy helped these coins survive decades of circulation. Collectors today value the 1962 1-cent coin not because it is rare, but because it represents historical continuity. It bridges the gap between early 20th century coinage and modern American coins. Many collectors enjoy searching for high-quality examples, especially those with original red color, as these coins show how the penny originally looked when first released into circulation. The year 1962 also adds historical depth to the coin. This was a time of tension and transformation in the United States, marked by technological growth, space exploration, and political challenges. Coins like the 1962 penny quietly circulated through these historic moments, passing through the hands of factory workers, students, soldiers, and families. Each coin became a silent witness to American history. In summary, the 1962 1-cent United States of America coin is historically important not because of rarity, but because of what it represents. It symbolizes the strength of American industry, the values of unity and freedom, and the everyday lives of people during the early 1960s. This coin stands as a lasting reminder of an era when even the smallest denomination played a big role in national identity and daily life.